And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the 65 Samurai quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Kugane at 13.8, and we need to talk to Makoto. So let's talk to her. The quest is called Matsuba Mayhem. Makoto's stricken look bespeaks a serious incident. So Mithrie, it's terrible. Captain Kongo, he has committed seppuku. Really? So he wished to atone for his failure to catch Ugetsu and all the casualties we've incurred. So he wrote in the letter they found next to his body. With His Excellency the Taro soon to arrive in Kugane, all is in chaos. We haven't even had the chance to hold funeral rites. It's all Shiden can do to keep our order functioning. Yet function we must, for the Taro is likely to be targeted by Ugetsu and his cohorts. As part of the security detail, I am tasked with patrolling the Short Pier area. I shall be grateful for your extra pair of eyes, Mithrie. So I am in your debt. If all that strikes you as suspicious, I ask that you notify me at once. Okay, so basically what it is with samurai is that they cannot handle the shame of a defeat or whatever. They don't want to ever disgrace or their brethren or whatever, you know, their co-samurai. I don't know what the word is for it. And basically the issue that they have is that if they are defeated in whichever way it might be, they will basically kill themselves because they would rather be dead than handle the shame of it. So when they said that he committed seppuku, that's what they're referring to, is that the captain has now killed himself. And the story so far for this quest line has obviously been, is if you've seen it, is that the master is not happy that one of his trained students has become basically a violent killer, basically, and he has to, like, he wanted to atone for his basically his shame, let's say, and that's why he trained you to be the next mega samurai, essentially, before you killed him. So, but still, I do like the samurai quests in this game. They are very cool. So there is nothing out of the ordinary here. I think all the class quests are cool in this game. It's like each one tells a story. Even the like crafting and gathering quests do. Okay, here's the next destination. I can't wait till I get a new graphics card and I can just ramp this up to max settings, because right now this is just little lines and so on. I need to really increase the resolution. I will eventually. You catch sight of a quaint charm. Cool. Quaint charm. Let's pick it up. Cool. So let's go back to Makoto. Now, for me, I do have a admiration for Japanese culture. I always have, let's be honest. So, I don't necessarily agree with it all, but I do admire the reasons behind it. So, there you are. Did you observe aught suspicious? Yep, here's the blood-stained charm. It says, a familiar-looking charm caked in blood. A charm, and it is stained with blood, but where have I seen it before? This belonged to Captain Kongo, there is no mistake. It ever adorned his neck. That's what I thought. Like, you know, my first suspicion was he was murdered, not that he killed himself. Because it's just like he was murdered and someone left a letter. But how did it come to be at the docks? Did you actually see his body? Or perhaps he went for a stroll before taking his life? Well, yes, just a question. Did you see his body? No, I myself did not see it. Could it be 'twas but a ruse, that the captain did not kill himself, but was rather slain by insurgents? Can we preserve? If this is true, it would mean the enemy walks among us. It better not be her. We must notify Shiden at once, and have him bolster security around the Taro. To the Tavnarian Consul at Mithrie. Cool. Let's do this. So where is the consulate? There it is. I love the music in this zone. If only I could learn to play the clarinet one day. Not that I really want to, because I'm flippin' lazy. I'd rather learn to play like the electric guitar or something. So, why isn't the lieutenant here? What is he doing? What he's doing? Come now. Surely you know of His Excellency the Taro's prediction. I wish I paid attention in English class. So you mean the rumors were true? So it is whispered that the Taro is wont to indulge his ferocious appetite for pleasure houses under the guise of official duty. If this is the case, then he will be in Sanjo Hanamachi, and so too will Shiden. Let's hurry. AKA, he's in the brothel. Let's go get that horny bastard. So, where is he? Where is he? So we should need to teleport to the Razuka district. Right, Razuka district. There it is. Okay, we have a fight. So, duty calls. Commence battle for Matsabu Mayhem. If your level is above 67, it will be synced. In case you're wondering what gear I'm wearing the Shire gear. I am level 270. Which seem to have served me fine. Shinden, what are you doing? You two, why are you not at the docks? I was given to understand that the Taro is not unofficial but personal business. Aye, that he is, but that is none of your concern. At any rate, I have the area well covered. You may return to your stations. Shinden, wait. There is no danger here. Why was your katana drawn? You're too clever by half. More's the pity we failed to finish you off on Sakazuki. Your foreign friend was supposed to die then as well, but we underestimated Masose's pupil. How could you, Shinden? The captain was your friend. Let me tell you a tale. Okay, so this is a bad guy just standing there. Let me just spill all of my intentions. I was born in a farming village and grew up in squalor. Our liege lord was a tyrant, one who wrung us peasants for everything we had. None dared to rise up for fear of their lives. My parents pushed to the brink of survival, mustered the courage to speak out. For their troubles, they were promptly arrested. But it did not end there. Nay, our Lord wished to make an example, so we had them burned alive before the gathered villagers. Through gritted teeth, I watched my mother and father die, powerless to help. In that moment, I vowed to myself that one day I would change all that is wrong in the world. I took up the katana and trained like a man possessed, and eventually won a place in the the Sexiumi, because I can pronounce it. In the beginning, I was overjoyed. Finally, I could make a difference, but reality couldn't be more different. And ere long, I came to see the Sekizugumi for what it was, a tool for the powers that be, glorified guardsmen who patrolled the streets for petty criminals. Samurai, justice, these things are naught but hollow ideals, and they can change nothing. This I realized to my despair. But then I met Lord Ugetsu, and he awakened me to the truth, that in order to bring about true change, we must bring down the Bakufu. We must tear down the establishment and dig it up from its rotted roots. You are my comrade and I feel your pain, but Ugetsu's path leads only to death and destruction. Countless people would be made to suffer. Mithrie is ready to go. Ha ha, let me just slay this bitch. No more than what we endured in our village. There is no hope for Hingashi but to be reborn in the fires of conflict. This is madness. I will not allow your twisted vision to be realized. Cool. So then it seems we must cross blades. But are you certain you wish to do so here, where an unwitting passerby could come to harm? It wouldn't reflect well upon the Sexagumi, you know. Huh. So let us take this to Matsubo Square. The others are out on security detail, and there will be no one to disturb us. Bye. Fine, let's go have our Mortal Kombat conflict of death over there. So I knew that we needed to be rid of you. Cool. Let's do this. That crit though. Put up this. Getting wrecked, son. Okay. Do I look impressed? Not really. Okay. Are we gonna have to fight them all? Let me guess, they all serve him. Yeah, Mithrie is now going to have to, like, wreck the entire samurai horde. This is Dynasty Warriors. Cool. It's a good way at time to practice your AoE rotation. Just pay attention to the buttons I'm pressing if you don't know what the AoE rotation is. Move out the way. Let's help her out. Oh, for goodness sake. They better be coming here to help me. I like how they just taken up some formation. Okay, so now you can see this bar is full, which means I can hit K-turn. These three abilities, basically, is what spends them. So I will probably... on the main boss, I will use Shinden because it delivers an attack with 300 potency, and K-turn, I use it generally for when I do my main attack. Okay, so now the rest of them are not in the fight. Crap. That's not that rotation. Whatever. You can also use Kyoton to, like, it's a samurai equivalent to shoulder tackle, basically. Let's just use, what's it called? Makes it a lot easier when you have this. All of these people are not targetable, so it doesn't really matter. Look, Mom, I'm winning. Alright. Done. He has fallen, we must retreat. Don't think it usually works like that. Okay, well that was fun. So it's over, Shinden. Over, nay Congo. This is only the beginning. Long live Lord Ugetsu. So farewell, old friend. May we meet again in the next life. Captain, thank the Kami you're safe. Will you tell us what happened? I will, but first there is something I must do. Mithrie, for your timely intervention, I give you my thanks. And for my earlier discourtesy, I beg your forgiveness. Allow me to thank you also. Were you not on hand, there is no telling what might have come to pass. So, with me gone, Shinden would have been free reign. Would have been free reign? Okay. So, he was the last of any of us would have suspected. So, when he told us that you had committed seppuku, none thought to question it. Huh, a convenient lie, but a poor one. Any who know me well should know that I would not take my leave ere I had dealt with the insurgents. To do so would be the greater shame by far. Now then, let me recount to you my tale. Late at night, Shinden summoned me to the docks to discuss an urgent matter. As I approached him, the wretch flashed out at me without warning. Though I couldn't react in time to dodge the blade, for a blessing, it caught my charm, sparing me a fatal wound. My momentum sent me over the dock and into the sea, where I remained until it was safe to resurface. My lungs were ripe to burst when Shinden finally left. Such an ordeal must have been... Having learned that there were traitors beside Shinden, I kept to the shadows and watched their movements. And the rest you know. With the Taru safe and the traitors dealt with, we may return to the barracks. Let's continue our conversation there. So, Mithrie, my thanks again for your help. I just feel like if you actually get every single class to max level and do every max level quest, there should be a bigger reward for you. Like in Final Fantasy XI, when you did that initially at level 75, you got something called the Max Cap. Now, I know they have crowns and whatever in this game, but it's really kind of underwhelming. It's kind of like, oh, here's a piece of glamour for your effort. I think there should be more than that. You journeyed here from a distant land in order to lend your strength to our beleaguered order, yet I drew my blade upon you. As it turned out, 'twas those whom I thought I knew and trusted that betrayed me. Suffice to say, I feel a right fool. So, but now we have succeeded in rooting out all traitors in our ranks. That we have, and from those we caught, we were able to wring out some key details of their operation. Shiden have been seducing our men over to Ugetsu's side. Those who proved unamenable to his advances were killed, like our comrade in the recent mission. It makes my blood boil to think that those most loyal among us were struck down by treachery. What of Ugetsu's whereabouts? It appears he makes his base on the mainland somewhere in Yanxia, but the precise location still eludes us. Forgive me if I speak out of turn, Captain, but even as we laid our lives on the line, the Taro went about satisfying his urges. Can we truly say that he protected the peace this day? Well, do I understand your frustration, Makoto. Yet for his many vices, there is no denying the instrumental role the Taro plays in keeping the realm whole. As ever are the great lords watching for a fracture to form, by which they might break the status quo and usurp power. Through skillful intersection and manipulation, the Taro keeps each of them in check. 'Tis no secret that the Bokufu is a cesspool of corruption, but in spite of this, we must protect this peace. Such is a samurai's calling. Though you come to us from afar, you share this calling with us. I pray that we can continue relying upon your blade, my Indian samurai friend. Cool. So allow me to add my voice to the captain's. You are a stalwart ally to our cause and a samurai true. Master Musose was not mistaken in choosing you. Cool. So that's complete. Oh nice, and we leveled up as well. That's convenient. Now the next quest will be at level 68. But let me see this. So it delivers an attack with a potency of 200, can only be executed while under the effect of open eyes. Shares a recast timer with merciful eyes. Interesting, interesting. So I'll find out when to use that ability. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.